Alright guys, so this video right here is going to basically show you how to basically purchase a domain and how to forward all of your marketing links and mask your domain links. And basically what masking means is when somebody were to click onto the link, when it forwards to whatever link you're using to promote the business, it's going to hide it in the URL. So I'm going to actually kind of walk you through all this stuff and show you exactly what it means. So first thing you want to do is just go to GoDaddy.com. GoDaddy is the one I use. I mean, they're probably one of the biggest ones. They're pretty cheap. And you know, domains you can get them sometimes for as low as $3. Average is about $12, and that's per year. Okay, so if you do get a domain that's $3, it's for the first year, and then after the first year, it goes up to 12. You can buy the domains longer. You can buy them for up to 5 years. I always just buy my domain for a year because I don't know if I'm going to keep it or use it. And then I just renew every year. Okay, so let me just kind of take you through the steps of what you need to do and what you need to purchase. Guys, all you really need is the domain. Of course, GoDaddy is going to try to upsell you on stuff that you think you might need. Trust me, you don't need any of it. So let me just kind of take you through the process. So obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just go to GoDaddy.com, okay, and then you're going to actually type in a name that you want to use. So, for example, the domain that you're going to pick, just try to be creative of whatever you're using it for, whether it's the business that we're doing right now for people on our team. But if you're in here and you're just kind of browsing around and just kind of trying to get some free training from us for just for value, you want to pick the domain that is congruent with whatever offer or opportunity that you are in currently. You can also pick a domain with your name. Your name is always good as well, because really the whole purpose of picking a domain is so you can brand yourself and not somebody else or not the business. I always tell people join people. They don't join businesses. So you always want to just kind of brand yourself. Now, I have multiple domains. I've got workwithjasonflynn.com. I've got jasonflynnonline.com. I've got all kinds of different domains. But just start off with one, maybe two if you want to. So just think of an idea. So obviously, if you're in our opportunity or you're actually in our group, kind of browsing around and you're learning how to make more money with Exodus Elite, and learning how to make $1,300 commissions, or if you're just looking to buy a domain for every opportunity. But I'm making this video specifically for people on our team. So in our opportunity, we actually make $1,300 commissions. So it can be anything that you could think imaginable. Just have something catchy, and just make sure whatever domain that you're picking, if it's, and I'll show you some examples, like let's just say make money online from home. Obviously that's going to be taken. Let me actually show you an example. So let's just say I put up in here, and what you do is you just go to the search box, and I can just put make money from home, right? This is just an example, but it's just to kind of show you when I hit search right here, it most likely is going to say that this domain is taken. Okay, so it's taken, right? So here's a perfect example. Now, it's a very popular domain that is taken. So let's just say you do something like this, but then it gives you suggestions over here, right? You can see all these different suggestions. But I typically try to teach my team, stay away from something that's too close, because the last thing you want to do is take, make money from home.cash. Well, what if somebody goes to make money from home.com, and you're actually going to lose that. So if it's available and nobody has it, which is probably hard to find if it's like something really catchy, you can do it. So let's just try. I'll give you an example. So I was thinking about this one the other day. I already have one website called Six Figure Annual Income. Now, it's a long website, but it's all spelled out. But I was like, what if it's a six-figure income? Let's just see if that one's available, because it's actually, it's to the point, making six figures, and let's see. So look, so sixfigureincome.com is taken. I was hoping that was available, but it's going to be hard to find something like that. But if you look right here in the suggestions, again, sixfigureincome.net, sixfigureincome.org. It will give you different ideas. Sixfigureprofit.com. That's actually a pretty good site. That's actually a pretty good domain. So what I'm going to do is, you could use something like that, or these are just examples, guys. You can use whatever you want. Hold on, I'm going to pause this video. Give me 1 second. So again, you just pick a domain. Again, so sixfigureincome, it's .com is taken. Sixfigureincome.net's way too close. the last thing I want to do is, if I did have sixfigureincome.net and I was promoting it, like what if somebody was thinking about it and said, man, what was that website I can go back to and learn how to make money online? I think it was sixfigure.com, right? And that could be somebody else's website, and you're going to lose traffic because of that. So you got to be kind of strategic about how you pick it. But again, this one right here, sixfigureprofit.com, I am shocked that is actually not taken. And as a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm actually buy it right now. So, and this is just an example, and I'll show you how this works. So, sixfigureprofit.com, I'm going to select that. So you find your thing, okay? And then just play with it. Just go up here. It's already put into my cart. So, maybe I can search for more domains if you want to buy more. Like, for example, if I wanted Jason Flynn, whatever you put in the search bar, it's going to be that name and then .com behind it, right? So if I do jasonflynn.com, it's taken, right? And I don't want to do jasonflynn.net because, again, what if somebody's thinking, oh, what was it again? It was .com. And they do that, and I'm driving my traffic, my prospect to somebody else's website. It's very hard. I mean, if you got a pretty common name, it's kind of hard to get it. If you've got a unique name, you might be able to get it. I always, like mine, for example, is workwithjasonflynn.com. It's specific. It's branding myself. And the cool thing about the domain, just try to be creative, because if you're going to use that domain to push certain opportunities or different businesses, and let's just say maybe you stop doing one business and you go do another one. The cool thing is you can always use that same domain and just re-forward your brand, workwithjasonflynn.com, to your next business opportunity. So that's what's really cool about it. A lot of times people will actually they'll pick domains with the company name in it. For example, if you're promoting Amway, you wouldn't want to do youramway.com, because now it's your domain, but you're promoting Amway. So, you don't want to really do that. So just kind of be selective and, just be creative. It can be anything you want to. Just use your brain. If you guys are kind of confused and stuck on, like, is this a good domain? A guy on our team, Jason, the other day, he sent me a couple domains, and he said, what do you think about these two? And I said, hey, I kind of like them both, but this one I kind of like better. And actually, that was before I responded late, and actually was the domain that he actually bought. But just be creative and just think of, what's catchy. Make it catchy. If you're in a weight loss niche, make it about weight loss. If you're in a make money opportunity, make it about make money. But you could always pick your name and brand yourself too, because after a while, when you start making money, you're going to start attracting people to you, and you kind of want to brand yourself. When people think of making money, I want them thinking of Jason Flynn. I don't want them thinking about my opportunity. Okay, but just pick any domain you want for this opportunity right here, because we get paid $1,300 commissions, and technically you can make that every single day. One of the domains that I picked was 1K, which is the number 1K, paiddays.com. So 1kpaiddays.com. It's catchy. It's congruent with what we're offering. So I picked that domain. And again, I saw somebody else that did it. They had a domain very similar to that, and I kind of just changed it and tweaked it a little bit. So guys, just be creative. You can't really go wrong with it. Okay. So anyway, let's go through the process. So I like that domain. I was actually surprised I was actually even available, but I'm going to continue to my cart. And what you're going to do is, when you continue to your cart, guys, if you're not already logged in, it's probably going to ask you to log in or create an account, or it'll just say, before you can do the purchase, it might say to log in or register through GoDaddy if you don't already have an account. Okay, I'm just going to close this chat box out. All right, so what will you do with your domain? And then this is where they just try to sell you stuff. So here's the thing. As you can kind of see right here, your info without privacy, it's going to basically show all your information, which it's not that big of a deal, because you can change your address to something else in the GoDaddy. If you want to do it with privacy, you can do something like this, and people can't find you. It's not necessary you buy it. You don't need to do it. If you do, you're going to pay an extra $5 a year. I don't do it. I'm just letting you know what I do. And then it's going to ask you, do you want a website builder? As low as $1 a month, and this also includes Microsoft. If you keep it, it winds up going up to a monthly fee. Okay, so it goes up to, like, whatever. Web hosting. You guys don't really need the web hosting, because most likely the business opportunity that you're in, or if you're in Exodus Elite, they take care of all the hosting and stuff for us. Do you want to get an email address that matches your domain? So, for example, I got sixfigureprofits.com. I could buy an email if I wanted to, which I'm not, because a lot of times you can just, people can send it to your Gmail or whatever. But if you wanted to brand yourself, you could actually sign up for $4 a month and have a domain that is linked to you. So, for example, sixfigureprofits.com, I could have, my email could be like info@sixfigureprofits.com or jason@sixfigureprofits.com. That's all up to you guys. You can do it. Just remember, it is a monthly fee. Okay. So let me continue the cart. Your purchase includes free professional email. So look, it's telling me that it's going to give me my first month for free. Again, I don't want it, so I'm not going to do it. And don't worry about this. It says you have 2 items at risk of expiring. That means other domains that I have. So as soon as you guys go in here to purchase it, it's automatically up here going to put it at 5 years. Okay. So if you notice, it's $2.99 for the first year, and then it goes up to $15, $14.99 every year plus then. Okay, so just go in here, just change this to 1 year, and then it will automatically update. So it goes to $11.99. So if you're doing it for a year, you're typically paying about $12, $13. If you do multiple years, like more than 2, the first year will be $2.99, and then it'll be like $14.99 for every year thereafter. It's up to you guys what you want to do. You don't have to, but you can do whatever you want. Scroll down right here. So look at this. So Microsoft Office 365 is free for 1 month. It's free for 1 month. It's $0. I don't even want this because they'll try to maybe charge me later, like if I keep it. Okay. Recommended search engine visibility. They're just trying to sell you more stuff so you can be recognized on Google and Bing. You don't need to worry about that. You don't need to add that stuff. Okay. So other than that, everything is done. Okay. So now I'm just going to basically go proceed to checkout. It looks like it is trying to have me log in. So I already have an account. So I'm logging into my current account. Okay. And it's asking me what card I want to pay with. And you can go in here. Once you set up your account, you can have an account already set up with it. If you have a Visa card, or you can even link it to your PayPal. Whatever card is attached to your PayPal, you can pay it like that, or you can add multiple Visa cards in here that you want to pay with. I'm just going to wind up picking a card that I can use. Place your order, and it is pretty simple, guys. You got to go up here and make sure you check this box. Place your order. And boom, 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 payment didn't go through, so it looks like one of my cards is not linked up. So I'm just going to do with PayPal. Just use a card that you guys know that is linked. Some of these cards are probably expired. There's older cards, so I'll just use my PayPal. Place my order. Oh, got to go back up here. Check that again. Always make sure you check that. Terms and agreement. All right, so now it's processing. Bam. Okay, so now my domain is all set up. Next step, get a website. You don't need this. Okay, so don't pay attention to this right here. All you have to do right now is basically just go right here, and you can click in Manage Domain. If you're not doing this right from the get-go like you're doing right now, you can always come back and just log in, and then however many domains you have, they're all going to pop up here in the back, and you're going to see them all. Okay. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually show you how to basically forward your domain to whatever link you're promoting, and I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to do that. Okay, so let's do the domain that I just picked. So we are looking for sixfigureprofit.com. Damn, I can't believe that website was available. That's pretty cool. All right, sixfigureprofit.com. And then this is where you guys want to go. All this DNS zone stuff in here and contact, you don't have to worry about any of that. So as soon as you go into manage, your domain and you click on it, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go down right down here where it says forwarding. Okay, and then next to the forwarding where it says domain off, you're going to hit right here. You're just going to hit manage. All right. So when manage comes up, it's going to say, do you want to add forwarding or add a new one? Okay, so we're just going to hit add forwarding. Okay, and then right in this box right here, this is where you're going to actually put the link that you're actually promoting. Now here's the thing, guys. Make sure that you guys are actually putting your Exodus user ID, or if you're another company promoting something else and you're just looking at this training video, make sure you're putting the affiliate link or the company domain that they give you to forward to. For the people on our team, if you go back into, I'm just going to flip-flop real quick. If you go back into our team group and you go into files, okay, I just uploaded this. Here's a thing right here. It says useful links and marketing pages, okay? So, for example, here's a link that you can promote. This is one of our mentors. This gentleman right here, Darren Little. He's a huge guy, and he makes multiple six figures. Actually, he's made millions of dollars online. Okay, so this is a link that you can use. So I'm going to click this link, and you're going to see it open up in a new window. Okay, and this is a page that we can kind of promote. And if people play this video right here, it will kind of break down the business and exactly what we do. Okay, but here's the most important part. Up here at the top, okay, where it says user, right after right here where it says username, this is where you're going to put your Exodus Elite username or ID. This is whatever that you use for your Exodus Elite stuff. Okay, so for example, the user ID is what is at the end of every single one of your promotional links. So for example, I typically just use my name. So my name was, you know my name, right? My name is Jason Flynn. So what I'm going to do is I just basically go like that. I refresh it, and I'm going to show you what happens now. So if somebody were watching this video and they decided that they wanted to join, when they click on this, if you notice up here, it just automatically reroutes to my Exodus Elite sign-up page. Okay, and that's what it's going to do exactly for you guys if you're promoting that page. If you notice right here, it says refer, Jason Flynn. And again, that's not my name from Alexis, that's my username. Some of you might have done something like, make money, cool smoke, whatever you call it, you know what it is. Okay, so that's what's at the end. So that is what links back to this page right here. By adding this user ID, right, after this question mark ID equals, that it codes it to this button. So that's how this website page knows how to go when you click on it to your sign up page through Exodus Elite. Okay, so anyway, what you want to do, it's very important that you make sure you do that when when you're getting these links to promote. I'm not going to go through every one. You guys can kind of play with them, but here's some other links from another part of it. These are people that are on our team too. Let's say you wanted to promote this, and what I suggest you guys do is actually go in here and click on these links and just kind of watch and see if you like the presentation. I always promote the stuff that I think will convert well. Okay, so same thing up here, right? If I want to promote this link, so it says Exodus username. If you notice, the other one just said username. That's where you're actually going to put whatever your username was when you signed up in Exodus. Okay, so now if somebody were to watch this video, right, and they just happen to go through the page and scroll down and see the information, and there's a bunch of free marketing links that we give to our team. But right now, if they say, all right, they want to get started, when they click that button, what it's going to do is this is just a different marketing. We have so many different funnels, guys, but this one would just reroute to my Exodus Elite capture page. Okay, so if you notice right there, that's my username. Yours might be, get money, whatever you call it, I don't know. But it's all coded to you. Okay, so now somebody would put their name and information, and then it would go through the Exodus Elite funnel system. Okay, so just remember, whatever link you're doing, when you click on the link from here on our Facebook team page, just make sure, I'll do another one, right? So if I click on that link, hold on, let me pause this so it's not.
Hey everyone, good morning, good evening.
Give me 1 second, guys. Let me
afternoon, whenever you're watching this video. Now listen,
pause this, I'll just close it.
Video.
All right, so here's another one that I did. Okay, if you notice at the end, it says question mark ID equals XXX. Again, after the question mark ID equals, that's where you're always going to put your user ID from Exodus Elite. Okay, so anyway, you guys can go back through here, and I'm going to show you how you can forward your domain to multiple capture pages or funnels that we already have created for you guys. So again, it's very simple. If you have questions or you get confused, just shoot me a message, and then I'll get back to you guys and help explain it to you more in detail. But hopefully, I think it's pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory, and hopefully this will help you guys. All right. So anyway, let's go back to the link, right? So anyway, I clicked on the link. So this is what you're going to want to do when we're going back into GoDaddy, this forwarding part right here. Okay. So now that I changed the user ID, because the last thing you want to do is be sending your link, and when somebody joins, it goes to somebody else. So now all I do is I right click on this, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to come back to GoDaddy. We're doing our forward domain, and then I'm just going to basically paste this link right in here. That's all you have to do, okay? Now, the next thing you want to do is it says forward only. Now, what that means is if I just do forward only, when somebody goes to my domain, which this one is sixfigureprofit.com, if I just do forward only, when they click on the link, when the web page shows up, it's going to show this link up here in their browser box. You don't want them to see that, because if people get curious and go, well, who's DarrenLittle.com? This is his brand. We're just pushing them right back to him. Okay, so there's a trick that you can do in here, and all you got to do is you just go to forward, and you're going to change this to forward with masking. Okay, now what forward with masking means is when somebody clicks on your domain, sixfigureprofit.com, when it redirects them to this page, your domain's going to be up here. It's going to say sixfigureprofit.com instead of this with your ID on the back end. All right, that's pretty cool. Now, what you can do in here is you can just put title. So, for example, my domain, I always try to keep the title very congruent with my domain. So I'm just going to put six-figure profit. Okay, and down here I can put description. You can do the same thing for the description, guys. Just copy what I do. Make a $1,000 a day! Exclamation point, right? You can just copy that, and you can put it down here in the keywords too. Basically, what a keyword basically means is if somebody's searching for something on Google, you can add that into here. You can put a comma. Maybe I can I can copy that six-figure profit and paste it in there too, because if the keyword six-figure profit matches my domain, if somebody were just going online looking up six-figure profit, my website may show up. You could put another comma in here. It could be make money online, and maybe when somebody types in searches make money online, my website will show up. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to show up every time, because there's actually people that pay for that keyword. Anyway, it's not that important. Don't worry about it. The most important part is that you're actually putting your link in here, okay? And then you can forward, you do the forward with masking, and then you always want to mask it, guys. It's so, so important. So basically, remember, you're just changing it from forward only to forward with masking, okay? And then all we do is we hit add, and then we hit save, okay? That's it. That's all you guys have to do. Now, it could take, sometimes it can happen pretty quick. Sometimes it takes maybe up to 30 minutes, sometimes a couple hours for it to work. So don't get worried if you do it and then you come up here and then you put, your domain, sixfigureprofit.com, and I hit enter. And look at that, that was quick. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer, okay? But as you can see, when we did that, when people hit sixfigureprofit.com, it goes right up here, right? And if you look, it's my URL now instead of that one, okay? So that's what's called masking. You're basically blocking the domain, right? See that? Mine versus if I go to the old one, it's this one. Okay, so that's how cool this is, man. I mean, this is like you. I mean, if this was workwithjasonflynn.com or workwithmike.com or workwithsarah.com, it's always going to show up here. And remember where it said put a description? If people hover over this tab right here, sometimes what it will do is it'll say, you see where it says six-figure profit, you could put something in there like make 6 figures in 90 days. That's what they're going to see. Okay, so bam, that's how simple it is, guys. It's that simple. Now, let me show you something else that's very cool about once you have a domain, you can create what they call subdomains, okay? So right now, we have manage, right? So if I go back into my manage part, remember, you can change this from time to time, but always leave it on the one that you like the best or whichever you think might convert the best, and just leave it, okay? So I'm just going to exit out of here. If you go in here and you change it, it's going to change it every time. But here's a cool little thing that you get for free. It doesn't cost any more money, as you actually can add a subdomain, okay? And I'm going to show you what that means. So give me 1 second. I'm just going to pause this real quick. I have to use. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. So So this is another thing you can do. So again, what you can do is you can do what they call a subdomain, okay? And you can create multiple subdomains. This is pretty cool. So in here where it says subdomain, I can go manage, and it's going to open up an area where you can add a subdomain. Now what a subdomain basically means is I can add whatever I want in front of sixfigureprofit.com. Now here's the important part you guys have to understand and make sure you catch this. When you add a subdomain, when people go to the link, you always have to, if you're going to send somebody the link, you always got to make sure you're sending them the full link. And I'll basically just kind of show you how to do it. But it's always got to be http:// the name of the sub .sixfigureprofit.com or whatever your website is. They can't go to www.makemoney.sixfigureprofit.com. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so let me give you an example. So again, if you go back into our Facebook group and let's just say you want to make let's say you click on this one, right? And you're like, let me see what this one's about. And I like this one. And then what you do is you just let it load. I'm just going to pause it so we don't have to listen to it. But then again, I just come up here, and then again, remember, I change that username part to my Exodus Elite user ID that I made. So for mine, it'd be Jason Flynn, right? Bam. Just hit enter. That way you just make sure it's not making any kind of mistakes. And then I can go back up here, right? And then I can copy this, and I can use a subdomain. So for example, this actually little URL, what is this one called? So this is, hey everyone, here's a wizard campaign for EVAs. Guys, just go through and watch them. You can name it whatever you want. But what I can do at that point, I can take this username ID and I can create a subdomain for it, okay? So for example, if I wanted to do, this is Shadow Commission's project report, right? Wizard, whatever. I can go into here and just make a subdomain, and I could just do, maybe let's just call this Shadow, right? So you just remember. So it's the actual URL would be http:// Shadow Six-Figure Profit. Okay, and that's all you got to do. Okay, so now what I do is I call it Shadow. So remember, it's going to be Shadow in front of your domain, sixfigureprofit.com or whatever your domain is. And then remember, I just go back over here to that actual domain. Remember, make sure you change that username to your ID. And all I got to do is copy this link, go back to GoDaddy, and I'm going to pop it right in here like that. Okay, and then again, it's going to ask me, do I want to forward it only or do I want to mask it? I always like to mask. And here's the thing too. Facebook doesn't like people when they're promoting a ton of links. So there could be tons of people promoting this one domain right here, and Facebook is going to catch on to it, and then what they're going to do is they're going to block that link because you've got hundreds, if not thousands of people promoting the same link with their user ID on the back end. So the cool thing about owning your own domain is it's your own domain. Nobody's spamming it all over Facebook, and it's actually branding you as well. Okay? So, you would just go to forward with masking, and then you're just going to call this, you call the title, maybe just whatever. You can just be creative. You can call it whatever you want, but I'm just going to just do, just for training sakes, I'm just going to call it Shadow. Look, I can't even spell. Shadow. Shadow 6. Can't even see my stuff. Bear with me. Shadow Six-Figure Profit. Right? 6. And then description. Put whatever you want. Make 6 figures in 90 days. Bam, right? And then maybe I'll just take 6-figure shadow profit, copy it, keywords. Keywords, you can put whatever you want. Guys, it's not necessary you have to fill all this stuff out, but it does help. Okay, and then all I do is I hit add. Bam, that's it. Now, if I open up another window, okay, and I type in, remember, when you make a subdomain, www cannot be in front of it. But all you got to do is I just type shadow.sixfigureprofit. figure profit.com. Okay, so this one, it hasn't kicked in yet, so that's why I haven't seen it. So I'm going to have to come back in a little bit, and we'll do it again. We'll just type it in again. So we'll wait, and then we'll come back, okay? But what I wanted to do is show you again. So you see how easy that is? So you basically can buy one domain and create hundreds of domains. So let's do another one, and I'm going to show you an example here. So in your Exodus Elite back office, when you scroll down to here to marketing, okay, you have all these different lead capture pages. And, play with them, because you can use these too. There's so many links, guys, that you guys can play with and use. Like this one's pretty neat. Like, let me just kind of show you. So I'm just going to basically get this link. I'm going to copy it, and let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to paste it up here, hit enter. I'm going to let it play so you guys can see it. It's pretty cool. It's actually Lamborghini, and you'll see the capture page of it. What it says is pretty neat. So it's loading. Just give it a second. But look, this car costs over $300,000. You could buy it in 18 months. But just watch. It's pretty cool. And guys, the reason why it's lagging a little bit is because it's streaming and I'm recording this live. So it's not going to be like this when you look at it on your page. So anyway, it's pretty catchy, right? So if somebody were to click on find out how today, it's going to ask them for their name and their email, right? So I'm basically going to pause the video, but it's going to, if they click on, hey, shit, I want to own a Lamborghini, $300,000 in a year and a half. Boom, they come on here, they put their name and the email in, and it'll take them to a presentation. So anyway, but this page, as you can see, I just got it right back here in marketing, right? Lead capture pages. And I came in here and I copied that, go up there, see if you like it. But now what I can do is I can actually take this link, right? Copy it, come back over to my domain 40, and let's just say I'm still in the subdomains, right? So you still go back to subdomain. And I can create another subdomain. So I'm just going to call this one Lambo. I'm going to call it lambo.sixfigureprofit.com. And then I'm just going to paste it just in there just like that. Remember, forward with masking. We'll call it, we'll call the title Lambo Six-Figure Profit. Now guys, remember, you can call this stuff whatever you want. I'm just kind of going through this just quick because I don't want the training to be too long for you guys. But just add a little bit in here, and bam, that's it. All right. And once I hit add, boom. So now if I start sending out that one, so remember, these are all my subdomains, and you can change them, but you can do multiple subdomains. So let's just say you go back into your Exodus Elite back office, and you go, hey, look, best thing since sliced bread, right? If I want to take that one, copy it. Let me just show you what it looks like in the browser. And then it loads, and then this is just another capture page. Best thing since sliced bread. See why? What is that all about? And then bam, name, email, telephone number, and then when it says grab a slice, it's going to take them to the Exodus Elite presentation. So again, I can take that right here, the exoduselite.com, right? I take that domain, I go back into my GoDaddy, I can create another subdomain right in here, and then I can just name it sliced bread. You name it whatever, it doesn't matter. But I just do it like this, just that way I can remember. And I take the domain, I paste it right in there. Right there it says bread, right? Forward, masking, that's it. Copy. I'm just doing this real quick, guys, just so you guys can see. Boom. And as you can see, I can go in here, even if you only have one domain, I can create multiple subdomains. But just remember, when you do that, when you're sending the link, you want to send them the whole HTTP link, and I'll show you how to do that. So now let's go back and check out, see if the first one we did is up now. And look, I spelled shadow wrong, but I can go in here and fix this, guys. So let me do that right now. I just noticed I spelled it wrong. So if you screw up something, you just go back in here and you fix it. Damn. All right, well, looks like I might not be able to fix this one. So make sure you're spelling it right, I guess. But let's just go check out Lambo, right? So let's go up here, and now I'm just going to type in Lambo.sixfigureprofit.com. Boom, hit enter. Let's see what happens. Okay, it still's not working yet. Let's go check out the other one I misspelled. I think I spelled it shadow. You guys get the point, though. I just want to make sure I go through this with you guys so you guys can really see it in action. All right, still not updated yet. Remember I told you guys it can be instant, just like you saw with Six Figure Profit, right? Or it could take a while. So most likely when I go back, guys, I'll be able to see those domains already forwarded. So let me just show you ones that I've already done. So you guys understand that. You can go in here, add subdomains, and you can see how it works, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and save. Everything is done. Let's go back in here. Let's try to see if the Lambo one is working yet. Lambo, Six Figure Profit, boom. Okay, still not working. So let me just take you to one and show you how it works. I'll take you to another domain that I have. Because I want you guys to see and understand how this works. All right, so one of my websites that I promote a lot for this one is 1K Paid Days. So I'm going to go into my manager, and I'm just going to show you. I already know what the websites are. And then as you can see right here, see right here where it says subdomains, I already created 4 subdomains, okay? So, and I go into manage, I'll just show you so you can see them. So I did join, Lambo, live, training, and I'm just forwarding all these domains to different ones. So for example, like if somebody were to go to, like maybe you already piqued somebody, they're interested in joining the business, and they say, hey, look, I'm ready to get started. Maybe you want to send them your join link. I would suggest you creating a subdomain so that way you can forward them. So most likely I sent them something, whether it was 1kpaydays.com or live1kpaydays.com, whatever. But what I do, what I suggest you guys do is actually put your actual join link, okay? So all you basically do is to create that subdomain is you just put join, right? So now if I open up a new browser and I just put join.1kpayddays.com, when somebody hits that, bam, it just reroutes to my sign-up page. You see that? So it's just easier for me to remember versus having to type in all this stuff. ExodusLead.com/office/login/signup/Jason Flynn. It's just easier, right? But look, let me do this one. So I also created a Lambo one. Lambo.1kpayddays.com. Okay? Watch what happens. Bam, it's just going to my Exodus Elite capture page. You see that? It's that simple. So for example, what I did on this one, if I go back to Facebook, I always tell people you don't want to be too spammy to go on your wall. Remember, guys, in our group, sixfigureincome.com, useful links, and that's where you're going to get all those links. And remember, guys, this is all recorded, so you can always pause it and go back and look at all the domains, okay? Just remember the main domain, your main one, is whatever you're forwarding to, okay? So for me, I'm just forwarding to, like, if you go to my main domain and I just put 1kpayddays.com, it's just forwarding to the capture page. But I do like the Darren Little one, so I just actually did a subdomain and I called it live.1kpayddays.com, and bam, it goes to here. This is typically what I will send to a prospect once I know they're somewhat interested. It's about an hour long. If you guys haven't watched it, go back. Remember, you can go right into here, useful links, and that link is right here. Okay, just make sure when you click on it, you're changing user ID name and you link it to your username. Guys, the domains are cheap. Like I said, they're like $10, $12, okay? So it's it's kind of important you have one, and that way you're kind of branding yourself. Okay. So anyway, guys, that's how you do it. It's pretty simple. And then once you start, once you got your domains and people start asking you for information, you can just start sending them the links. Okay. One little thing I'm going to show you real quick, and I did this one already before. Let me see if I can find it. A lot of times you want to build conversation and get stuff going, but if I just kind of scroll down through my post, looks like it's trying to load. And I'll give you an example of what I did with the Lamborghini one. And guys, if you go on my wall, just look at my wall. Not everything is always about business. I post personal stuff too. You don't always want to post business. Like, look at this one. This was just like, what's your favorite car? Or this is my favorite car. I'm just trying to get engagement. Because anytime somebody likes this, I'm going to reach out to them. This one got a lot of attention. I actually had some people personally message me, and actually this gentleman's good friend that he went to college with saw this post, and he actually joined the business. So, this kind of stuff is powerful. Look at this one. Who's up for making money today? Boom. Who isn't? I reached out to this guy. He's joining the business. He hasn't joined yet, but he's joining. And then I just post normal stuff too, guys. But I'm trying to find that one post. Hold on. There's all kinds of different posts you see me in here and doing. But I'm just giving you an example of, creating the subdomains like that Lamborghini one. The heck is it? There's all kinds of stuff in here. Here you go. So here's an example. See my domain right there? Lambo.1kpaydays.com. And then I just found a picture of the same color Lamborghini, and I put it on my wall, and I said, all I can say is I want one, and then I put a link. People are going to be curious, and they're going to go, what the hell is this? And they're going to go click on it, and then bam, it's just going to reroute to my page, right? So that's all you guys have to do. It's that simple. Okay? So anyway, guys, it's going on 40 minutes now. I hope this stuff was helpful for you. If you're still confused and you got some questions, just shoot me a message. And remember, this is going to be in our team group, on our Facebook team group, so you can always go back in here and look at this. And if you're somebody else who kind of got into the group or snuck in, or somebody invited you here and this stuff is of value for you, and you actually are interested in learning how you can make up to $1,000 a day, get back to the person who invited you here so we can actually show you exactly what we do and how we position ourselves to make multiple $1,000s a week and a month. Guys, take care. Hope this was good for you guys. Bye.